Hello soul friends, this is Miriam and welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is a little bit different. It is inspired by these three awesome cards that I picked at random today that just inspired me to do a different kind of reading. So remember, no matter your individual beliefs, tarot and oracle are simply your spirit guides coming through to give you advice, or it is your own subconscious mind answering life's ponders, and no matter how you look at it, that is healthy and you are in the right place. So today's cards inspired me because the first one that I pulled, let's talk about the deck first. This deck is called Catland Oracle Deck by Joanna Nelson. Okay, you can go onto Etsy and purchase this deck. She has been featured on my channel before with this awesome little deck that we've used. Okay, great seller, great products, awesome cards. So this card popped out at random to me today, and I just thought to myself about colors, and like I had just done a pick a card reading myself. I was just chilling on YouTube this morning and watched some awesome videos on like, what are your awesome attributes, or what do people love about you? And so I decided to, with colors, do a reading for you about your attributes. And then, as if to confirm that I was on the right track, this card popped out at me, Shine Time. This is like the sun card to me from tarot. It's just super positive and great. And I just wanted to use it as a confirmation that this reading is going to be all about where do you shine in your personality and your looks, just the overall package. And then this card also popped out, Crystal Visions. And so just for a fun little treat at the end of each reading, I'm going to pull a crystal out of this little bag, and that will be your lucky crystal. All right. And so everybody has good qualities. I know you have a ton, and so we're going to get into that with your three piles. I'm going to have you focus in on the three piles, and then once you pick, we're going to do a mini reading for each one, but then those are going to get shuffled back into the decks so that we can use all of the cards in all of your readings. So with that being said, I'm going to set these bad boys aside. And then I'm going to also introduce the other decks that we're going to use. So this deck is called Prism Oracle. Okay, and I got this on Amazon. So it's been around for a bit. A lot of YouTube readers use it. And that's these cards right here. And these are just colors that we're going to use in your individual readings. And then in your piles, we have on top the Dream Vision Tarot. So this is the tarot deck that we're going to be using by Emma Zhang. All of her information for her Etsy shop and her Instagram are on the description box. I've also used this deck before. It's one of my absolute favorites. I just love it to death. I plan to do a flip through, like a flip through / review of the decks that I like and use the most down the line one of these days when I have time. Okay. And then yeah, we introduced this deck, but here are the beautiful backs to the Kit Kat decks. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to zoom in on your pair. I'll let you focus in on these piles. For pile 1, we have this sterling silver drop charm. For pile 2, we have this big, strong, durable cross ring. And then for pile 3, we have this stainless steel lock and key charm. All right, so each of you are going to get a mini reading with these. And maybe I'll toss in a couple of those. We'll see how it goes. I have no idea. I've never done a reading like this before, so I have no idea how it's going to go. But I will see you in your individual readings nonetheless. See ya. Hello, pile 1. So if you picked this pile, we're going to get into what your little mini reading is for how you shine or what people like about you. And then we're going to get into like some colors that are lucky for you, some crystals that are lucky for you, etc. So let's start with your tarot. Bam. This is probably the best tarot card that you can ever get in a reading, in my opinion. So, and I'm the one giving the reading. So, what I say goes. The Sun card is like the most positive because, in my opinion, even if it pops up in the reverse in some cases, I feel like that just means that even in your darkest times, that you're coming up sunny no matter what. Okay. And so with the Sun card, I feel like people see you as a very positive person. They see you as a, but not like, I don't know how to say this without sounding like you're not fake about it. Like you're not one of those people that just like acts positive even when you don't feel positive, or you just like, no matter what the situation is, you always try to think of something positive to say, even if you don't feel positive. That's not what I'm picking up with this card. Like I'm getting that you're a genuinely like positive person, like that, like even in the face of like disaster, like you're one of the people that's going to bring like a positive light to the situation, and that you're going to be lucky, like people are going to feel lucky to like have known you and to have had you like reach out to them in those dark situations. Okay, so you're a beacon of light, pile ones. How nice is that? And then we also have, oh, for your for your cat land, you have little guardians. Okay, so I also see that you are lucky as well, in the sense that you have like a ton of guides around you, like protective energies. So like not only do people feel lucky to know you, I'm also seeing that you are quite lucky as well. So now let's pull, I'm going to live shuffle this, a color card for you, just one for pile one for now. And we'll get an overall positive color for them. Oh goodness. I said one. But let's see what they have to say anyway. Ooh, we have a mystery, which is a nice plummy purple. Goes really nice with this kitty cat card. We also have rest. This is coming off kind of teal in my camera here, but like to me, it's like a nice emerald green is what I'm seeing here. That relates to heart chakra. Oh, what else am I trying to say? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so like hang on. And then trust. Okay, good. And with this beautiful blue, very beautiful, vibrant colors, pile ones. So what I'm getting from these three cards right here is that you make things look so effortless with the way that you love and the way that you shine and the way that you inspire trust with people, that like it's almost like effortless looking to people, like almost like people are like, how do you even get rest, right? But you even look rested when you're doing it. Yeah. Okay, so that was your little mini reading, pile one. So then I will see you in your big reading. Okay, here we go. Hi, pile ones. So I'm all zoomed out and ready to do your readings, but I'm having a coughing fit, so I might have to stop. See how that goes? In the middle, something about throat chakras. Somebody have a cold? Is somebody having a hard time communicating? Pile ones. We're about to find out. No, I'm just kidding. This is supposed to be a positive reading. All about how you shine, what people like about you, what are some of your colorful attributes in your personality. Excuse me. Any more? Let's do it this way. Oh, there we go. All right. These aside. So Let's see what these kitty cats have to say about you. Pile ones. Cosmos, yes. Ooh, Soul Captain. And Telescope, okay. So what I'm seeing right off the bat for pile ones here is that, like, yes, I'm not going to say your life was easy, because I'm not seeing that necessarily, but I'm seeing your life as charmed. And I hope that makes sense. It's like, even in your darkest times, remember we had that sun card before? Even in your darkest times, you seem to come out sunny, okay? You seem to come out on top. You have this, it's like you have this handle on the universe, okay? Like this handle on, this is how life is, life on life's terms, being grateful for what you have, okay? And like actually genuinely being grateful and genuinely being like the master of your own soul, okay? Which gives you this unique perspective and a higher intelligence or a higher perspective over life, okay? You see things in ways that other people can't. So like lower vibrational people can't see how you see because they haven't reached that level of positive energy that you've reached, okay? So I'm not saying that you've reached this positive energy because your life has been lucky or easy. I'm saying that you're lucky in the sense that like your soul recognizes what you do have that is lucky, okay? And what you do have that is positive, and that you never take those things for granted. And that is something that people appreciate about you, because I don't see you taking people for granted ever, okay? Even when they're not at their best. I also see you as accepting both, opposing sides of people, okay, and being able to see the big picture in life, even if things seem negative or violent or what have you. You seem to have this ability to calm the rocky seas, is what I'm hearing. Maybe that means something to you. Okay, let's get some tarot. So benevolent guides of pile one. What is it about them that people like so much? What are their positive attributes that people like so much? What are the most colorful parts of their personality? Ooh. Okay. You definitely don't expect people to be perfect, and that is something that people just absolutely adore about you. Like, I don't see you letting people off the hook per se, but it's like I really see that you are just like just this very, very kind-hearted soul, a very sunshiny human being. Like, you make people's days brighter no matter how sad they are, okay? I see you as being like that person that you don't just like sympathetically like pat somebody on the shoulder and be like, gee, sorry, shucky, gee, darn, you're having a hard day. It's more like, you actually alleviate some of their suffering by simply being there, okay? And that it's a very quick, sorry. I feel this is like very rocking energy coming through, and it's like it's making me zone out. Like I'm seeing like this water element of like you like studying these people, like holding them in suspension, comforting them, I see that as soon as you walk into a room, you make some people feel better. Okay. And that, as crazy as it, like, as much as I can't picture it, it doesn't deplete your energy. It seems like wherever you're getting your energy stores, I want to know where that is, because it looks like you just keep going and going and going and just providing this positivity everywhere you go. I would like to have someone like you in my life that just automatically makes me feel better when I see you. I see you as calming people's like internal fears in their minds. I see you as calming, bless you. That was Atticus sneezing in the background. He's got, my kitty cat has like a sneezy nose lately. But I see you like communicating with them in such a way that it soothes their mind. I also see you as helping bring people together when they are spilt. Yeah, like bringing together spilt elements. Okay, like rocking and calming. And yeah, pulling things together, always knowing how to make the right choice. Um, excuse me, and never ever expecting perfection from anyone. And that's what these reversals to me are saying, is that there's this balance. Like, I'm not seeing an imbalance with you. Like, I'm seeing you pulling imbalances together. Let's get a couple more tarot cards, just because I love this deck. I love this deck so much. I love all these decks so much. Okay, I see one more. See, yeah, Empress energy. Like this, like divine feminine provider of like comfort and just like rocking and like just like keeping people safe, like not just like in your arms but in your womb is what I'm hearing. Very beautiful energy. Pile ones. So let's get you a couple of color cards. You were the one who ended up with a bunch of color cards in your mini reading. So let's get like 2 for pile 1, please. Some power cards. Since pile 1 is so benevolent and sunshiny, maybe some cards to help with any struggles that they're having. Goodness, nothing is popping out. Let's do it this way. A couple of cards, power cards for pile 1. Okay, feel this one. And I feel this one. Thank you. All right, pile 1s. Let's see what we have. We have the Death card. It's black. And then we also have, ooh, Magic. And this is like a fuchsia, like a high crown energy kind of color. I love the way that these colors are all just like matching up. Like you've got the fuchsia and the black and the yellow pops here and there with like that sun energy, right? I've got some sunbeams here. It's just really cool. So what I'm seeing for y'all, ooh, sorry, I was like trying to shift and I kicked everything. With the Death card here, I'm seeing like this adaptability to change. Pile 1s, but I feel like in some cases, like some of you have recently lost someone in a death. Okay. And what I'm seeing with you, because you are so positive and are so sunshiny, and you make people feel better just being in their presence, and it seems like you have this inexhaustible well of positivity. I'm not seeing that wavering for you, like even in the face of like loss that you may have sustained. Okay, like your guides are coming through saying that like you're handling everything correctly. and you're doing everything right and you're doing everything positively, just like you always do. But like, we're all also acknowledging that, like, none of this is easy for you. Like, this isn't, like, your life isn't just like all roses. Like, you're skilled in doing this, and you do it well, but it's not just like, you're not just like this little wind-up doll that just like meanders through life without any challenges. Like, you have challenges. Like, you know what it's like to lose things, to lose something forever, okay? But you still know how to deal with that better than the average cat, is what I'm hearing. Okay. But I'm also hearing, I'm not hearing that you need this. I'm just saying this as your friend. Like, I'm just saying this. Even your guides aren't saying this. Just make sure to take care of you. Make sure that there's somebody that you can also draw strength from, and make sure that the people that you're giving that sunshininess to deserve it, is what I'm going to say to you. Not that I am cynical. And then with magic, yeah, like, you're just this magical being of sunny goodness. Piles 1 is what I'm hearing. I'm going to cough again. Hang on. Excuse me. So for that, I'm going to leave it, I think, because you're just a wonderful, wonderful person. And I just hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you like and subscribe. If you found this resonated with you, tell me how it resonated with you. Also, give me some ideas on future readings you'd like to have. All right, we'll see you in my next one. Bye. Pile 1s, I'm so sorry. I almost forgot the last part of our reading for you was to pick a power crystal for you for your reading. So I came back to get you. I forgot for a second, and then I saw that big bright red bag sitting there. And I was like, oh, right. So let's see, Benevolent Guides of Pile 1. If you could come back in here for a little huddle and help me pick a crystal for them, that would be amazing. Thank you. So we have a green aventurine for you, Pile 1. So what I like about green aventurine is that it's a very calming stone. It is also mostly green, but it has a little bit of like bluish aqua kind of feelings to it. So I get like a water vibe from it. I also get like a divine feminine vibe from it, and then I also get like a luck, money, abundance vibe from it as well. I feel like this stone for you, if you were to get some out, if you have some already, and if you don't, I would highly recommend going and just picking up even just a little chunk of it. It's pretty inexpensive. And just sitting and holding it, maybe put it up in your windowsill and look at it, maybe carry it with you for a while and just see what kind of things come out. But chances are, it's going to be a unique experience to you depending on what kind of goodness you get from this stone. I personally don't gravitate towards green myself generally, but I do know that it is linked to the heart chakra as well. So that might be something that you might want to work on. So like, if you would like, go on YouTube and find some like heart chakra meditations and just see like how those make you feel. Okay. Also read up on heart chakras and see if like there's aspects of that this color stone chakra area could help you in improving just the overall quality of your life, Pile 1s. All right. I apologize a million times for forgetting to give you your crystal. Here it is. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see ya. Pile 2. So if you picked this pile, this is going to be your mini reading before we get into the big shuffling readings. Okay. So we're going to pick your Power Tarot card, and then we're going to pick your Kitty Cat Oracle card and just get some overall big picture energy for you. Okay. We have first, the 5 of Wands. I call this the conflict card. Okay. And so I'm seeing right off the bat, Pile 2s, is that you guys are that person who brings peace to the situation. You're also the person who doesn't get involved in petty beefs between people. And then even when you are involved in like conflict, you always bring like a steady, clear, fair, balanced perspective to the situation. Okay. And then for your kitty cat, I have, yep, telescope. So yeah, you have like this awesome perspective, like a higher perspective. You have a higher consciousness or a higher understanding. I love this little bunny up here. Very lucky. Okay. I also see that as being like there's like a gentleness to that piece that you bring others. Okay. And I think that's very nice. All right. So let's look at, I'm just going to grab just one. I say just one, but oh, yeah, we got just one for you. Sorry, that was screechy. I just want one power color for you, first off, for your mini reading. Oh my. This is like a light gray, or we could even maybe perceive it as white. Okay, and it's surrender. Yeah, I see with you with these cards, pile twos, is that you're not somebody that's like a pushover. You're just somebody that surrenders to like how things are. Okay, and you understand like the order of things and that life isn't fair, and you're not one to struggle against like change or conflict, and that you just kind of go with the flow because you have this higher perspective of things that people really admire that about you. So like I see you as being like that really calm person at work who just doesn't get mired down in drama. And that you always make people feel good about like their situation, as opposed to like feeling worse after they talk to you. They feel better. Okay. I can see that as being maybe a burdensome thing, but I'm not seeing you treating it as such. Like you're more evolved than me in that respect. Pile twos. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle these back into the decks, and I will see you in your longer reading. See ya. Hello, pile twos. So we are all zoomed out and ready to go. Let's go ahead and grab some of these awesome kitty cat oracle cards, Catland cards, on how you shine, what people like about you, what you do well. One more. All right, thank you, benevolent guides of pile 2. So let's see what we got first. We got some orange. I like that. Ooh, Dream Maker. Dreams. Look at you go. Ooh, and sugar. Okay, so like what I see here with you, pile twos, is that you're like a dream come true, not just for like the people around you, where there's like people just feel lucky to have you. Okay, and if they don't, boy, just get away from them and find those that do. But I'm seeing that you do know who in your life appreciates you. I'm also seeing that you're like very creative. Like you're creative, like in your excuse me, in your aesthetics. You're creative in your what am I trying to say? You're creative in like your thoughts. Okay, you might be an artist. You might be good at drawing things, but drawing things in a way that's like amazing. And you don't just do it like for yourself. Like, as you can see, this little mailbox here, like you're sending that stuff out. You're like, right? You're setting sail with these ideas. You're like putting them out there. So you might have like a strong, Instagram presence. Okay. You might also have a very strong, like artistic presence, like the people that you work with or the people that you choose to center around your life are also very creative people, and you like to feed off of that energy. But I'm seeing you just bring like this like like this sweetness to things, like not just like sweet in the sense of like sugary sweet. You're very like gentle and kind. I'm seeing like in the slang term of like, dude, that is so sweet. Is what I'm hearing, which is all very positive and good. Okay, what else do I see? I'm seeing like, yeah, this like you're very intuitive with your creativity as well. Like things just kind of seem to come to you. It seems effortless to people that you can just like come up with these crazy great like ideas. Like when you describe them to people, even like they might not even be able to picture what you're saying. And then when they see the finished result, they're like, my God, this is amazing. Okay. I apologize for my throat clearing. As usual, my throat chakra is getting all cray-cray. Look, something popped out for you already. We're going to get you some tarot here. And I could barely even introduce the tarot cards before all your wonderful stuff started popping out. Benevolent Guides of Pile. Twos. How do they shine? What do people like about them? Crikey, that was like the whole deck. Well, we'll stop there then. Oh my gosh. This is a ton of cards. We're going to set these to the side for now, but I am going to read them for you. Okay, so first what popped out to me was the Five of Pentacles and the Chariot. So with the Five of Pentacles, like I always see that, like I call it the pariah card of like the being left out in the cold card. Okay. I'm seeing that you never make people feel that way. Okay. But you also have this like beautiful way of balancing that ability. So like by contrast, some people attract people that need them, but they attract like lower vibrational energy from those people. So like if you attract somebody who feels like they're out in the cold all the time, like some people might attract them too much and that person ends up like stalking them, you know, that kind of deal. I'm not seeing that with you. I'm seeing like one of the things that you do well is you make people feel like that they're accepted by you, but you have this beautiful balance of like not making them feel like they're dependent on you. I'd love to learn that trick. Okay. Amazing. And then we also have the Seven of Wands. In this case, I see you as being able to see the truth no matter what, and that you're very skilled in this ability to see things for how they are. Like you've been doing it for so long that like people see you as an expert. Like people don't even try to fool you anymore because they know. Okay. And I think that's where that balance comes in with people who are like this. Like people who are disingenuine, they like I'm thinking of like stalkers, you know, like they like leech off of other people's energy to make themselves feel better, you know, kind of deal. They don't even try with you because they know that like you'd see right through that. Yeah. Okay. We had three more pop out before that big, huge pile popped out. So the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So yeah, once again, I'm getting this sense of you're an inspiring person to people, but you have this like fiery strength that they don't get too close. Okay. And that saves you from having like the Five of Pentacles energy around you of people like wanting you to prop them up. Okay. It's like you have that benefit of propping people up without, and like healing heartache without being like the savior. People don't see you as the savior. Okay. They're more of like somebody that they admire from afar and that they don't expect like unreasonable things from you is what I'm seeing. That they wouldn't dare try. It's making me jealous of you. Okay, let's see. Ooh, we have the Hierophant. Yeah, people look at you as like like I said, an inspiration, like a teacher. Okay, somebody that inspires them not to expect you to solve their life, but inspires them to solve their own lives, like a mentor. Yep, Knight of Swords. You're quick and good at communicating, right? Fiery and fast, but also, gosh, I mean that Knight energy, right? I'm also getting a lot of masculine energy, like people feel safe with you if you are a man. I see you as being comforting and like a if you're a father, like a strong father figure type. If you're not a father, maybe your parents see you as a source of strength, or your significant other perhaps sees you as someone they can lean on and feel protected by, which is I'm seeing as very positive. You're quick to communicate, but you do it in such an inspiring way. Okay, you're able to get things done, and that's also admirable. People like that about you. I have the Emperor in reverse. I'm seeing that even though people look to you as a leader, I see you as moving away from that. Like, you don't want to be in charge of people per se. You would prefer them to come to their own answers. Like, you would prefer to be like a guide as opposed to like a doer for others. And I think that's also a way that you deflect that needy energy that people can sometimes have. Ooh, High Priestess. Yes, you're also intuitive about who is around you. I'm also seeing a nice balance of like masculine and feminine qualities that you have, and I think that that would make you an ideal partner for a lot of people. Running out of room. Let's see. I might just have to start layering these up for y'all. Ooh, the Three of Pentacles. You work well with others. You're inspiring. People get a lot out of what you have to say, etc. and so forth. Let's move these down. Yep. Yeah, people see it as being like this effortless thing that you do, that you just are able to just like jump out there and get stuff done, and it's inspiring to them. Like, you also come off as fearless, pile twos, which is also comforting. And Four of Pentacles, yeah, people feel very protected by you. I see you as being a good provider, a good earner, and yeah, just like huge fans across the board as far as like what people like about you. All right, so now I'm going to grab a couple of power colors for you. These could be like just colors that you like. They could be attributes of your personality, some more of those. It could be like, you know, advice, because even though we're all likable folk, you know, there might be some things that you need some help with. Reflection. Oh, we got two. We have Surrender. Hard to see, I know, it's very white. A gray color with white mixed in. And Cleanse. Okay, so what I'm seeing for the colors is like a periwinkle. Kind of somewhere in between like a sky blue and a pale purple. And then Surrender is very pale gray with white. And Cleanse is blue. Goodness, I've just completely run out of room here. Okay, so pile twos. What I'm seeing with these cards is some advice on the sense of, hang on, I'm trying to line this up in my mind. My bad, hang on. Okay, I'm sensing that I'm not seeing that you're like, I'm not seeing you as putting yourself down, okay? But I want you to, and what I'm getting through with the message of these three cards is that if you have something dark in your past, I'm go ahead and cleanse your mind of that, okay? That's not following you now. That as far as everyone else is concerned, like the people who admire you, it's water under the bridge. Anything dark from your past can be completely and totally like you're graduated, okay? So surrender to your success is what I'm hearing, and reflect on this reading in general. Like, reflect on how positive this is and how like positive you are and how positive people see you is what I'm hearing. Okay, last but not least, and I feel so bad, I totally forgot to do this for pile one. I'm gonna have to go back and be like, hey, pile one, I'm gonna refilm this for you and then splice it in later. I promised you a power crystal in your reading today. So let's see. Mute that if the clicking of those stones is bothering you. Well, I would say that's probably the one. Sorry. We've got some red jasper for you. All right. So a red jasper is, geez, it's loud when it hits the table and the ground. It's also a grounding stone in the sense that that it's related to your root chakra, okay? It's also related to being stable, strong, sturdy, okay? And so I think that what you might want to do is meditate on or get you some jasper and just sit down and kind of like hold it, take some deep breaths, and just feel how strong and sturdy and skilled you are, pile twos, because I feel like you are just a likable individual that people can depend on, and you just bring this really like awesome creative atmosphere to everything you do, and people love that about you. All right, that is what I have for you. Please like and subscribe if you liked this reading. Give me some ideas on future readings. And as always, just take care of you and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care. Bye. Hi, pile threes. So if you picked the key and lock combo, these are going to be your power cards of how you shine or what attributes about you people like. And then I'm going to shuffle and draw a power color for you. So let's start off with your tarot. We have, ooh, the Ace of Swords. Gosh, that's such a beautiful card. Okay. So what I'm seeing is like you bring this fresh perspective, pile threes, to the art of communicating, okay? That you kind of... you're kind of a mold breaker, like you're an innovator, you're a trendsetter, if that makes any sense. Like you make people understand things in a different way through the art of communication, okay? I'm also seeing that like with this being an ace, like that you're not, maybe, I don't see you as being a beginner at this. And some of you might be extremely skilled at this and have a lot of experience. Some of you might be young, but what I'm seeing with this is that you bring a fresh perspective to things. So this youthful, fresh, making people think about things in exciting new ways, making people see perspectives in ways they didn't notice or take into consideration before. And that is definitely like your gift, okay? And then with your kitty cat card, we have Starlight. So I'm kind of seeing you also as being, yeah, because, yep, okay. Like I'm seeing this this breaker of the mold, this shaker up of the status quo person who is like super duper innovative and like innovative and like modern in your thinking, that like it's almost like considered edgy, okay? And that you're fine with that, that you can, it helps you accept things that people might not accept as being like the status quo or being like a positive thing. Like you see beauty in like darkness, you see beauty in even the most negative of situations, okay? And you can really take things and turn them on their head and look at them in a whole new way, okay? So I could see like I don't know why this is popping into my head, but like, you know, those like detectives that are like really good at like catching criminals because they can identify with them in interrogation rooms and stuff. Like, I see you having that skill set in your communication, that like your empathic qualities towards everything, even things that might make you uncomfortable, but your ability to be empathetic towards that and separate people from their deeds, etc., and empathize with even the darkest of situations is like a very, very impressive skill set that you have, that I feel like is quite positive in your life, and that people notice it and they like that about you. Like, it's something that people admire. Whew, okay, so let's get just one power card for your colors. Sadness. So yes, I like this dark and light. It is so crazy the way that these cards are color coordinating with each other, in a way that, you know, was not pre-planned. I don't want you to be deterred by the like negativity looking at this card. What I'm seeing is that you can, you bring positivity to sad situations through your communication, through your individual insight, and your ability to empathize with like the darker qualities of life, to see the beauty in dark situations. It's quite inspiring. Like, I could see you as being, you know, like one of those people who like has a dark job. Like, maybe your job is like, you know, like you're a social worker, but you work in a really rough area, or a teacher in a really rough area, or like even like I don't know, like somebody who's around dark people all the time, but you can somehow use that to bring about positive results, not just in your own life, but like to those around you. And like, it has an effect, even globally, maybe has this like ripple effect that maybe you're not even aware of, that heals sadness. Okay. And that you find these like, you have this acceptance for sadness. It's just being an aspect, another part of life. And you're not like one to like be mired down if someone passes away, for example. I'm seeing, yeah, just this like unique quality about you that that you might, if you haven't chosen this as a career, you might want to think about going into as a career, if that makes any sense. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to shuffle these back into the deck, and we will see you in your longer versions of this reading. See you in a bit. Well, threes, good to see you. We are going to get right into your reading on how you shine, what people like about you, what are your strong qualities. I don't know why I said that funny. Might be a sign. Ooh. There's two. Benevolent Guides of pile 3. Could I get one more card for them? Thank you. All right, pile 3. So let's get right into it. We've got a little Guardians card. We also have Honey. Ooh, and Create. All right, so right off the bat, I'm seeing this again, of this like ability to create beauty with the less flowery aspects of life, I should say. Like bees, we think of bees as sweet, we think of honey, we think of flowers, we think of springtime, but I also think about those little suckers stinging me from time to time. Okay. We also have this like dark, like gothic energy of this card here, and we'll get to that in just a second. I also see this ability, like, I think you're good with working with kids, or you have kids that are like a joy in your life, or you like or you have a youthfulness yourself, that like a childlike quality that people appreciate about you, is also what I'm seeing. Like, I'm not seeing you as like being too serious all the time, right? I'm also seeing you, oh, sorry. I'm also seeing you as like, yeah, seeing like, yeah, bees have stingers and they can sting you, but you see the qualities of like, they have honey, they, you know, pollinate, and they have flowers, and like they're about springtime and luck and all that good stuff. Okay. I also see you as being somebody who like might be an advocate or a protector of bees, or at least maybe you care about what happens to them. Like, maybe you're not somebody who like, I don't kill honeybees. Does that make sense? Because I'm like, they don't hurt anybody. They only sting you when they absolutely have to, because they know it's gonna like kill them anyway. And so like, I would try my hardest never to hurt a honeybee, right? I also see the little guardians as being guides that you have. I also see this like childlike aspect of like maybe you seeing children as being little guardians in a way, like seeing them as being more evolved than adults, and seeing and just that aspect of like people with that mentality of like, oh, kids are dumb, they don't know what they're talking about yet. I'm seeing that like beyond just like children. I'm seeing that like that you have this ability to see the merit in like the large and small creatures in the world, that everything has its balance and its purpose, and that you see worth in things. And so when somebody might discount someone as being too young or too inexperienced or too weird or too stingy, stingy, not stinky, that you see that merit in them. Okay. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna pull this card because it kind of just flipped off of the top when I was touching this deck. Is the Eight of Swords. Let's get some more benevolent guides of pile 3. Where do they shine, and what do people love about them? That's a lot. Okay. Where do they shine? What do people like about them? Thank you. Set these over here to make room. I'm just going to kind of set these around so that you can see them. And then if I feel like we need to move them to make this, you know, look different, we will. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm seeing that people admire your strength. Okay, that in the worst and darkest of situations, they would want you there. That people would want you there in their darkest of times. All these like readings are blending together, but I'm getting this sense that like, and maybe I said this in your mini reading, maybe I didn't, maybe you read more than one, I don't know. Anywho, with this Ten of Swords energy that I'm seeing is like this idea that like, even like going through hell or going through like war or going through like chaos, like during a disaster or a school shooting or a terrorist like attack or whatever, immense conflict, that people would want you there, not to share in misery with them, but that if you were in that situation, you would be the type of person that people remembered you for your ability to comfort those in need, for being like a positive force even in darkness, is what I'm seeing. That like you bring this shining light to situations, okay? That even in conflict, in times of war, in times of chaos, in times of conflict, that you have this like benevolence, okay, this strength that people draw from, particularly like this protective like energy that people are grateful for, okay? That that even, and I know that sorry. When I'm doing readings like these, sometimes I don't take the general readings of traditional tarot. Sometimes I take the positioning, just the energy that I'm getting from them. And so like with this particular energy, I'm getting much more from the images and not from the actual like meaning of the tarot cards. So just bear with me. With this card, I'm seeing like you like being like doing different stuff when like everyone else is doing this kind of stuff. You're the one that's like rising above it and not getting mired down in it. You're the one coming up with new ideas, new ways to align, right? That chaotic thinking, ways to line things up, ways to take chaos and make it into benevolence and order. Okay, ordering things. I see you doing that quite a bit. Ordering things for people, saving people. Okay. Taking charge of not just yourself, but of others as well, and caring about that deeply, okay, is also what I'm seeing. And being that beacon of light, that holder of goodness, okay. If you ever read The Road, they talk about being good guys and carrying the fire, and meaning that they are like good, that they choose good over evil, no matter how bleak things get. I see you as being that kind of inspiration to others, that like, as as extreme as it sounds, like in the end of the world, going through hell, like, suffering through genocide, the end of the world, like you would be the person that would bring the most light and charisma and benevolence to that situation, that you would be a protector, that you would be a person that brings sweetness and caring and love, and actually just making everything just beautiful and bringing your own strength and beauty to the situation. And people love that about you. Let's get some color cards for my path reads. Ooh, I also see like I'm hearing like you're the key, to some people. You're the answer for some people, like you're the salvation for some. No pressure. What did I say? Strength, baby. Look at that. Ooh, and anger. So what I'm seeing is that like with this red energy, that like, yeah, like you're so strong that like people wouldn't even want to make you angry. Like they wouldn't want to see you that way. But like, and you're not prone to be that way, but like you have this power. Does that make sense? Like you have a power that could be feared, and yet you're so benevolent that like people like respect you even more because they know what you're capable of. Does that make sense? Like you would be capable of being a dark entity if you wanted to, if you chose to. You've chosen not to. You've chosen to be this beacon of light. And that's also admirable. And I think people know that about you. They know you've made that choice. Like I'm seeing a very clear cut good versus evil. Like you are on the side of good. So like you could be like religious in the sense that like you choose like a religion where like you constantly are looking at like the benevolent, like Christianity like is very much about like forsaking dark forces and choosing the light, or it could be something along the lines of that. Or like if you're a pagan, it could be like only doing light magic, etc. Let's get you a crystal. Sorry if that's loud, but I promised a power crystal to you. Let's find you a power crystal. Power crystal for pile 3. Just something good. Ooh. See, look at that. This little yellow, like you could almost put it right in the center of that card, right? So this, I believe, is, I think they told me it was jade, like yellow jade. It's yeah, it's this like honey color. And so like I see it as like being like, yeah, that honey aspect of you. I'm seeing like look for like also like if you don't have yellow jade around, because it's kind of a weird, like, look, it's fitting in all these places. It's kind of a different like stone that I don't see all the time. Citrine is a really positive yellowish stone that you can find very easily. But basically it's all about like, yeah, sweetness, the honey of life. Also like with citrine and like yellow stones, they are akin to your, they're connected to your solar plexus, which is like that center in your middle, right? Like right between like your rib cage and your belly button area. Okay. And for some people, that's where you bear up to like sing, to have strength. Okay. And so I'm seeing that as like this like willpower or this force to be reckoned with for y'all. So go on out and find yourself some yellow, even if you want to just wear it in your clothes. I think that would be like a cool thing to do, is a color that's coming through for you. I'm also seeing some red. So maybe like focus in on your lower chakras if you want to do some meditations from this reading. And yeah, I just hope you have a wonderful day. Pile 3, like and subscribe. If you thought this was good, go ahead and give me some comments, how it resonated with you, and some ideas for future readings. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.